Good morning, everyone. Today again we'll discuss some of the questions and answers in UMTS or WCDMA technology. So let's go one by one quickly. The first question today I have for you is, what is SIR? SIR is the signal to interference ratio, the ratio of the energy in dedicated physical control channel bits to the power density of interference and noise after disbreeding. So that's SIR. Sometimes in the LT technology we have this term SINR. So SINR is nothing but signal to interference and noise ratio. So that's the difference. Then what is the loading factor in your design? So the design loading typically is 50%. However, sometimes KM may want to design up to 75% load. As per the requirement, you can change it also. Someone asked you regarding pole capacity. Yes. So if someone asks you what is the exact definition of pole capacity, actually the uplink noise increases with the loading exponentially. So when the uplink noise approaches definitely infinity, or the highest uplink noise when it is approached, then no more users can be added into the cell because of higher noise or the highest noise already in the cell. And the cell loading is used to normally at this situation is reached 100%, used to reach more than 95 or 100%, and has reached its pole capacity that time. So when due to high uplink rise, you don't have any new user you can add into the network. That's called the pole capacity is reached. So then the next question may be what are the different what is the typical pole capacity for different services like CS 12.2, PS 64 or PS 128, well for PS 384 also. So the pole capacity in CS 12.2 is 120 in the uplink side and 64 in the downlink. For different services they are different, like PS 64 it's 34.8 and in the downlink 12.8, like that. So then handovers I have already explained. So maybe there is another question. How does soft and software handover works in 3G? So soft and software handover works in the downlink. You take receiver, the rate receiver of the UE performs a maximum ratio combining. That is, UE combines multipath signals coming from different path and different time delays also, and form a stronger signal. Soft handover in the RNC side, RNC performs selection combining. That is, RNC selects the beta signal coming from multiple node Bs. That's the difference in the UE side and in the RNC side. Software handover in the uplink side, node B performs maximum ratio combining. That is, node B take in its rate receiver, node B receives all the different signals and combines the signal and coming from different paths and form a stronger signal. So that's how soft handover works. Then the next question may be asked, like why is there soft handover gain? Why we have a gain margin in the link budget, and why we already heard about this soft handover gain. So what is it? So software handover gain, like you can say, comes from the micro diversity gain over slow fading, or we can have a macro diversity and micro diversity, two different terms. So macro diversity gain over slow fading, and microdiversity gain over fast fading. Then we have downlink load sharing over multiple radio links. So there also we get some gain by maintaining multiple links, and each link could transmit at a lower power, resulting in low interference. Therefore, again also. So that's all about how we have some soft handover gains in the system. Then advantages of soft handover. So it's not exactly the same. So it's different. Like what is the advantage of soft handover? So soft handover overcomes fading through macrodiversity, as I have already explained, and reduced node B power, which it which in turn decreases the interference and increase the capacity ultimately. Reduces the uplink, you can say UE power up to 3-4 dB. It reduces the uplink power, decreasing interference also, and increasing the battery life of the UE. But disadvantages, if I'll say in soft handover, UE using several radio links and requires more channelization codes and more resources on the IUB and IUR interfaces. So more signaling is wasted because of soft handover, because you are parallelly combined with more than one base station at the same time. So that is the disadvantages side. Then what are fast fading and slow fading? It is very important when we talk about planning. So fast fading is also called multipath fading, like signals from multipath and they reach to the transmitter or the receiver. So as a result of multipath propagation, this happens, fast fading. When multipath signals arriving at a UE, the constructive and destructive phases create a variation in the signal strength. So that's fast fading. Slow fading is also sometimes referred as shadowing. When a UE moves away from a cell, signal strength drops down slowly, like maybe due to some building or some objects. If shadowing is also happening, that is also taken into shadow effect or the slow fading. So by any means, if the UE moves away from the cell and the signal strength gradually drops down, that's called a slow fading. The next question would be, what is the fast fading and slow fading margin in the link budget? So usually in the link budget, the fast fading margin is set to 2 to 3, and shadow margin is 7 to 10. So slow fading is 7 to 10, fast fading is 2 to 3 dB. So we use them basically in the LT system. We don't use fast fading because we're having fast link adaptation and other stuff. So we don't consider fast fading in LT. But in 3G we use fast fading. Also in 3G we are having counter events like fast power control. So in 3G also it's not very necessary, but in a system like 2G we definitely need a margin for the fast fading, and for slow fading we take 7 to 10 dB margin. That's all for today. Tomorrow we'll come with a new session with some new questions and answers for you. Till then, take care, bye bye, and keep watching, and keep giving comments. And if you need some more or extra questions to be attended, please put in the comments below, and please do share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, bye bye.